Just for the viewers, I mean, something happening outside of India.
Yeah.
How does it have a bearing on clients in India? What really affects them?
If anything happens outside India, it's basically the trade gets affected. So Indian companies will supply components, will supply finished products. So a lot of parts manufacturing and the manufacturing sector in a way it happens in India.
Right.
It happens small companies who supply specific automotive parts. Electronic components. So all this is linked to global markets,
Linked to
right?
global market.
Textiles, these kind of things are linked to global markets. So the moment any trade disruption happens there, either due to war or due to tariff changes, especially in a huge market like US, I think the current exports are in the range of some $80 billion or something, right?
Wow.
So then obviously demand falls. Demand falls means the production will fall.
Right.
Production falls means revenue falls, and then employment reduces, and all the entire sector gets shaken up. So that's why anything which happens globally, we need to be careful of the impact that it has on our sector. It has a bearing.
You also have an impact on your input pricing in terms of steel.
Yes,
cement.
yes.
How are you
Yes,
coping up
absolutely.
with that? I mean,
Because of the war and the tariff changes which happened, I mean, we have had an impact of I think close to 7 to 8%. Because we work on a scale, at a scale, we try to absorb the impact as much as possible. If it's under construction or a new project, right, the pricing will change. If it is a committed project, if it's already, let's say, if it's a build to suit requirement which is being worked for somebody, where the rates are pre-agreed.
what you said also reflects the transparency, Ranjit, that you bring to the table.
Yes.
Because I think more often than not, what typically happens in any industry
Yeah.
is that once you have an overrun on cost, then there is a compromise on quality. And also, one more reason that I've seen, like at least in Chennai, what we are seeing, and even in Pune, these two markets we work very closely. I think we are seeing that the rents have also gone up after this war and the demand supply situation. Irrespective of that, because input prices determine also the developer, for any developer, like even residential for that matter. Though the demand has fallen, I think the input costs have risen, and hence the products are priced a little higher.
It's basic logic eventually. An organization might choose to take a hit on the IRR for a certain period of time.
Correct.
But beyond a point, if it really hits you, then we have to.
That's across sectors. I mean, like we are seeing that happen in even commodity pricing for that matter. For regular everyday pricing has also gone up because the fuel costs have gone up. Fuel directly impacts your transportation costs.
Correct.
So it has a bearing on that.
Correct. Let's say logistics companies, right? For them, fuel dependency is high anyway. They have committed numbers with their end user. Plus, from a developer perspective, if this increase also happens, then they get really squeezed. But then see, as developers, what we do is we try not to disturb the equation unnecessarily. And we have been transparent. I mean, Welspun One has been transparent. For example, we do a lot of tenant improvements, right? Specific customizations which we offer customers based on their ask. We ask the client, to audit and check at their end also.
Okay.
So we do all that. So best way to deal.